I've really got to get used to starting to do the things that I'm supposed to do during these breaks, instead of starting them at the last possible second when I can never possibly get them done on time.
Well, it's more fun if you try to do them at the very last second.
Right. It really is. It's really fun. We do have this changed. This segment, guys, Nerdculear Warfare is brought to you by Kingdom of Geekdom, produced by the Woodlands Online. They are also one of the very few that are bringing us content for the comic book shopping experience that we will be debuting next week. That show will be debuting on Thursday, Nerd News Now, which several of us are a part of. That'll be super fun. But it is time now for Nerdculear Warfare. And I'm going to let Jen explain what Nerdculear Warfare is and how it works while I do some technical stuff and bring everybody else into the room.
Perfect. All right, Nerdculear Warfare is quite honestly the most fun I've ever had watching or hosting a game because it totally pulls in on people's ability to, talk about what they love, which is their nerddoms. And also plays a little bit on their fears because it's also based a little bit on debate class when you were in high school. So the way that Nerdculear Warfare works is that it has a theme every time, but the theme changes. And also the location in which the battles take place in this imaginary world also changes. So no two games of Nerdculear Warfare are all ever the same. And also the players change, so the arguments change. And in this way, you have two things that are going to get paired together. And we'll have two contestants at a time. I'm going to give them their first object and then pair it with their second object in a minute. And then they're going to have to take those two things and the circumstance under which I put them in that with those two things. And they're going to have to argue which would win in that situation. Here's the fun twist about Nerdculear Warfare. I don't really care if what you argue about those two things actually is true. You can actually argue that the actor that played the part that we're talking about, that their girlfriend's hotter, completely acceptable. If it's a cartoon and there's no rules in the cartoon world, totally use it. And the other thing is you can actually bluff in this game if your opponent doesn't know any better, but to call you out on your shenanigans, you can pull it over on us all. So it's really about your way to be able to talk intelligently about nerdy things that you may not even know about, although I did pull things that everyone should probably know. It's not difficult. Like, I'm not going to pull really fringe characters. It'll make you crazy. That would be so mean. So, Kyle, do we have our just like practice guys in the room? Do they end up coming? Nope. I don't see our practice guys. We're just going to launch into the game.
I'll do a practice round. I'm not going to get to play because I'm going to be pressing the buttons. But I will do a practice round. I know Dirk has played before, so he kind of knows the rules.
Okay.
And we're good buddies. So do you want to rumble?
Yep.
Huh? Are you ready?
Are you down for it? Are you down?
Casual.
Casual.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's we can break everybody in. So there'll be no excuses when
the wrestling promos have started. Just throwing
when we declare victory. There'll be no excuses. I will be a fair and honorable practice dummy here.
So we're going to do this practice round, and then we're going to introduce everybody, get to know everybody before we actually do battle, because you need to know your enemies. It's important.
All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull everybody but Jen and Dirk and I out of the room. Those of you who are out of the room, Brainy, Tyler, and Pat, we will introduce you later. But you guys are going to have to be the judges on this thing.
Spoiler,
so you decide who wins.
This is the winner circle, right here.
Well, they decide who wins. So if I know anything, it's going to not be Dirk.
Oh, no.
Well, no, that's fair. Bring in the heat early.
Everyone should know that Dirk and Kyle know each other quite well, so this is a dangerous battle.
We're pretty good buddies. So.
Pat and I are good friends too, so it's going to be there's going to be a lot of action.
All right, let me see if I can do this thing. Jen, why don't you give us the pairings?
Okay, So this is not going to be our scenario or anything close to it. So this is just going to be one that I made up just so that we can learn how the game goes down and get used to how we take turns and don't talk over each other. It's usually we do this in person, so it's really easy to know when someone's done talking. But now we're gonna put the person, if your face is up close to the screen, then you're the person that gets to make your argument, and if you're not, then you get to be patient and pay attention to what they're saying, so you can rebut. All right, so here is the challenge. Here's the verse part. This is going to be a car situation. This is going to be
this is what I lost last time I played.
Car and driver, super fun. I made up some new ones for you guys. So in this case, the car driving part is going to be happening in the world of Tron. So you're in the light field. So, there's no telling what's going to show up in this giant race. You're only trying to survive. You're not trying to go from one place to anywhere else. You're just trying to survive in this situation. Okay, you ready?
All right.
Kyle, here are your matchings. Your driver is Baby Driver. This is going to Baby Driver from the movie. Baby Driver. You can pick your own tunes. That's part of your argument. Have fun. Oh my gosh, Dirk. Here's your driver. Not necessary for you to watch this movie just to know anything about it at all. From the movie Ford versus Ferrari, Ken Miles, played by Christian Bale. Okay. Here's your drivers. And Kyle, Baby Driver is going to be driving the Tumbler from Batman. Oh, this one's going to be a tough one to beat. Dirk, your car is Speed Buggy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start here. Dirk has, I think, for me, a unbeatable team up. I'm just going to throw this out there. The guy from Ford vs. Ferrari in the Speed Buggy, which is my favorite car from pop culture.
Notice
throw it out there.
Well, this is the practice round. This is the practice round, right. So it's okay. We'll be gentle. We're giving people the lay of the land.
Right.
When I smoke you, it's going to just make it look that much worse. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my word. Guest first. Dirk gets to go first. Dirk gets up close to the screen. Argue until you're done arguing your point, and then we'll let poor Kyle have his turn.
Well, and I think poor Kyle is absolutely accurate in this case, because I understand that he has the Batmobile, which is more or less like a big tank. So for starters, it's not even built for a situation like this. And the reason its Speed Buggy is going to absolutely destroy the Tumbler is Speed Buggy has, along with that oil, cartoon physics logic. Let's ignore the fact that I can actually do the Speed Buggy voice, which means if I can do the voice, Christian Bale can do the voice, which means that also, because we know that Christian Bale, having the various different acting abilities he has and the in-character he has, he will be very much in vibe and in sync with Speed Buggy. But Speed Buggy also has cartoon physics, bro. It doesn't matter what the Tumbler can do. It doesn't matter it's built like a tank. It doesn't matter how big the tires are. Speed Buggy has cartoon physics. You're done. It's over. Automatic KO. Automatic win. Automatic destruction. I don't even need to spend any more time justifying my case. Cartoon physics for the win. Christian Bale being an amazing voice actor. He can change his voice. Being able to do the Speed Buggy voice to even be more in sync with Speed Buggy is the icing on the very wonderful cake of victory that I will be consuming. Cartoon physics.
Kyle.
Full stop.
Rebuttal. Kyle, rebuttal, go.
Let's start here. Your driver is in a movie about guys who drive cars, but he isn't even one of the dudes whose name is in the title. At least my dude, the whole movie's about him. It's Baby Driver. The whole movie is called Baby Driver. Like, if you're not Ford or Ferrari, what's the point of even being in the movie? And then here's the thing, right? You've got Speed Buggy and sure, cartoon physics. Have you seen the Batman movies? Christopher Nolan doesn't know what physics are. He ignores them all the time. I've seen that car do a negative G stop and then flip back down. It's not a real thing. It's all CGI. So it's actually just a better version of the same cartoon. It's CGI. It's all computer animated, so they make their own physics. Your guys had to sit there and draw cells for hours and hours and hours just to be like, oh, Speed Buggy's going to go over a hill now. I hear you tapping that Verners. I know that's where your safety is. You're going to bring in the Verners. I hear it. But no, my guy is the title character of his movie. He's in a car that couldn't possibly exist. By the way, have you read the things online about, how the tumbler couldn't actually tumble? Like, in real life, it would have killed whatever was in it, flooded the engine, all that kind of stuff. Like, there's all kinds of reasons why the tumbler can't work. But we'll ignore that and just go, it's got its own cartoon physics because it's just a realistic looking cartoon. Then we'll go to the third thing, the soundtrack. My guy comes with a Grammy award-winning soundtrack. All right? Baby Driver got nominated and won Grammys for the music. So the taste that the things this guy puts in his ears, the taste he exhibits in his musical career or in his musical fandom totally outpace anything. You said was it Brad Pitt's character from Ford versus Ferrari? So
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. So, see, I even was thinking about the wrong guy. Christian Bale, your guy drives my car.
And
exactly,
and he upgraded.
I gotta drive this instead of the Speed Buggy now. I am boring. Whatever. I can't even
you can stop right there. You can't even. That's the point. You can't even keep the character straight. You're talking about what's on your iPod when you're sitting here trying to talk about whooping my car. Get out of here. It's over. Call the match, Jen. Call the match.
All right, let's bring in our judges.
Arguing your points. Oh my gosh, that was okay. Normally I let people at least do a second round rebuttal, but fine.
Well, it is the practice round.
Right.
I just burned my voice out doing a terrible Christian Bale impression.
All right,
let's bring in our judges.
Right.
Rest of my players. Which of you thought that Dirk Manning had the better argument? You can just raise your hand.
I'm going to raise my hand only because Kyle failed to bring up the most important point of the tumbler, that it has a built-in light cycle.
Yeah, I'll agree with Pat on that one.
Tumbler is Kyle's favorite vehicle, right?
Yeah, Speed Buggy's my favorite vehicle. I'm arguing against myself.
Right.
All right, audience. Does audience have any opinion? Who won the practice round, Dirk or Kyle?
Argument-wise, I would say
anybody?
Dirk won. But I have to give the point to Kyle.
Yeah, we give Dirk the point. Like, I'm perfectly capable. I'm perfectly happy with conceding because I totally screwed up which actor it was and forgot that the tumbler totally looks like something out of Tron.
Right. To be fair, I hadn't even seen the movie, but I was pretty sure. Then when you started talking, I'm like, I didn't see the movie, but I think he messed up. I wasn't going to go dirty, Kyle. You're my friend. I wasn't going to go dirty.
I've never seen Baby Driver either, so.
Oh, Baby Driver is great. That's worth seeing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do some introductions. Tyler, you are an epic challenger because you know what you're doing. Tell everybody all about you. Who are you?
My name is Tyler from thegrandgeekgathering.com, where we have podcasts, articles, videos, and so much more. I also stream on Twitch. But we also have a thing at San Diego Comic-Con every year and about 10 to 15 different conventions throughout the country. When we have conventions, that's actually called Unnecessary Debates, where I get a bunch of my friends, comedians, writers, actors, whatever they do, cosplayers, and I have them answer the questions that are just so stupid that I don't want to answer myself. And it's a lot of fun, and it's a great time. And we have 10 different podcasts right now with our newest one called Most Extreme Ranking Challenge, where 4 of my comedian friends and I try to rank things together. We have to agree on the list, and if not, there's a lot of bargaining, chaos, and crying in some cases. So yeah.
Where would we find it if we wanted to come and consume all that awesomeness?
I mean, anywhere. YouTube, any podcast app, or our website, thegrandgeekgathering.com.
Awesome. We'll make sure it gets shared at the end of the show so everyone can totally find it. Brainy, introduce yourself, sir.
Well, there's no introduction. I mean, I'm Brainy. I'm one of the co-owners of Enjoy Games and Comics. I have a few weird hobbies. Beyond that, there's not very much to say.
Brainy was our DJ last night, guys, for the after party.
I was the DJ for the after party, and guys, thank you for having me on that. It was a lot of fun. I did play one of Kyle's favorite songs for, I won't spoil it for anybody if he ever wants to tell them what it is.
And I'm
You played a couple of songs that I loved last night.
Interesting story.
I was going to say, I'll out myself.
I had the set decided last week on what I was going to play until yesterday morning. I'm like, you know what? I want to change this. So I started, looking for new songs. The very first song you hear in the mix, I just couldn't. I'm like, this has got to be the song that starts my set. She goes off saying she's at a bar, I believe, with a man, and she can't remember her husband's name.
Oh. Snap. All right, Pat, come on and tell us all about you.
Okay. I totally expected Kyle to make a smart comment there.
I'm saving my comments for after you introduce yourself.
My name is Pat Kowal. I am a rookie comic book writer, publisher, editor, all those fun things. Just recently published Get in the Game, an anthology comic with 10 different creative teams. So that's out there. That's actually hitting previews next month. So that's going to be in shops in April. Might be able to get some early copies if people need them. And I'm also the exhibitor relations director for Cherry Capital Comic Con in Traverse City, Michigan. So
he's also the Jolly Green Giant's cousin. And just in general, he's the actually guy.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna defend myself a little bit there. This from the guy who's afraid to correct the media for errors in a story.
Not the media, the New York Times. It's different.
It ain't.
It is. That's how you get on a list, man. I don't need to get hit because I told the New York Times they spelled my name wrong.
Yeah, spelling your name wrong. I wouldn't. That I'm not getting. That I wouldn't beat him up on because who cares what your name is?
That's what I'm saying.
All right, Dirk, your turn. You don't really need an introduction, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Mute him. Hurry up. Mute him.
No, Dirk Manning, writer and creator of Twisted Haunted Highons, Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Love Stories to Die For, Hope, Buried But Not Dead, Right or Wrong, Writer's Guide to Creating Comics, all kinds of other stuff. You can see that my works are so well loved by Pat, he's headbanging. I will be a guest tomorrow at 3 p.m., hosted by the magnanimous, fantastic, marvelous Ms. Jen King herself. With Twisted for the first half hour, and then with Drina Joe, editor extraordinaire, for the second half an hour. So we will definitely, you'll get to see more of me tomorrow. And yeah, and Butts and Seats, the Tony Schiavone story. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I was trying to keep it low key. The Adventures of Cthulhu Jr. and Dastardly Dirk, one of Jen's favorite titles, along with
First time in your life you've ever tried to keep it
one of
low
Jen's
key.
favorites. But
Drina, is Good Gravy the name of his next anthology? Good Gravy is the next.
yeah. You know what? Will be the sequel to Buried But Not Dead.
I'm not one to ever give Dirk any credit for anything, but if you do a Good Gravy book, an anthology, I will actually sit and write something, and then it will star Pat as the Jolly Green Giant.
I'll have your people call my people.
Dipped in gravy?
Yeah, way too much gravy in there, man.
Right. It's time
Actually, one of my favorite cartoons is the No More Gravy bit in Looney Tunes with the wheel, with the gambling wheel. He gets to gravy torture.
If we don't mute him now, we'll never start the game.
Kyle, put me in the center. Let's go. Center square for me.
All right.
Oh God, there's two of them.
Oh, there's two of them.
Well, I'm going to disappear in a second on the one screen here.
I believe that's cheating in some way.
Right.
Nope. There we go.
Kyle versus Kyle.
Angry that is lost, Kyle automatically doubles himself in the game to try to increase his chances of winning.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Here is your situation. Some of you guys know already what the title was for this edition of Nerdculear Warfare. Oh no, Brady! Oh no, Brady!
Come back, Brady. We love you.
Woo, okay. This is villains and their weapons. Villains and their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the game always is played, there's no villain that can ever match their weapons. So throw all that out of your mind. There may be some completely overpowered weapons or overpowered villains, but the matchup means it'll be completely ridiculous, of course. And in this case, I have to give you a location because the location is important for every battle. Please use your location in your arguments. And in this case, the location is the island of Krakoa, home of mutants. So we're going to play this. We're going to give you each, and you'll get to argue yourself until you're kind of done. So just know you'll get another chance to make your point. So you're going to have the argument. Your opponent's going to do rebuttal, and you're going to get to argue again, and your opponent's going to get to do one more rebuttal, and then we'll make a decision. Don't give up. I've seen people play this game before, and they're like, "Well, I don't know. I think you win." Man, use all your powers of baloneying. Baloneying is key in this game. You can totally baloney. Okay, first round is going to be Dirk and Brainy. Dirk and Brainy.
Wait, he has a disadvantage.
No. I think no.
I appreciate your integrity, Brainy.
Dirk brought the bottom half of his face. It's
That's
on.
right. There's the casual Sunday edition.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right,
Saturday, Dirk.
Here's your villain. You ready?
Oh,
This
it
is
is.
somewhat unfair. This is a good villain for you. Joker. Okay, there you go. You got Joker. Brainy, you have Darth Vader. Okay, seems pretty mundane, right? Pretty mundane. Okay. Here are your weapons. You ready for your weapons? Dirk, your weapon is Lucille.
Make him overpowerful.
Batter up. And Brainy has Loki's scepter. Brainy, start the fight. Fight!
Hold on. We're trying to do this right, and you're going too fast.
I'm so
This is the very first time we've done this like this.
Yeah. I usually have like pieces of paper with the pictures on them, which is so low tech. But we're trying to do the high tech versions.
So we have the Joker and Lucille versus Darth Vader and Loki's scepter. See?
Yep.
Graphics. It only took me an extra 25 seconds.
Oh, that's very fancy.
Who's going first?
Brainy, I believe.
Brainy goes first.
I don't even know why this is even an argument. I mean, you've got Darth Vader, who's already uber powerful without any weapon whatsoever. He doesn't. All he needs is his mind. He needs nothing else. And then you give him a more powerful weapon with a scepter? Seriously? I mean, he's going to be on an island full of mutants. All he has to do is control every single mutant there with his mind, those Jedi mind tricks, take over and destroy Joker and his Lucille. I mean, come on, seriously? Joker? That's the competition? You couldn't give me anything better than that? I mean, this guy, all he does is freaking throw water balloons at people. Puts a little bit of laughing gas in there, maybe whatnot, and he has a freaking baseball bat. A baseball bat. Then what's he going to do, run at me? I mean, all I have to do is control his mind, toss him down the freaking island, and we're done. What else is there to do? Heck, I mean, if you even said he would get my old lightsaber, okay. You know what? Tell you what. Let's do this. I'll even give him the scepter. I will give him the scepter just so he even had a 10% chance of competing with me. All right, 12% chance. And you might make him a little bit better. Now,
All
the
right,
winner
Dirk's
of that,
turn. Dirk's turn. He has the floor. You can accept the scepter or not, Dirk. You can try to win this with just your wits in the bat.
You know, Brainy is talking a lot of smack for a character who died, 3 movies in. So to talk about how Darth Vader's like the biggest badass on Earth, it's like, give me a break, dude. It's like his second battle with his son, he got just absolutely annihilated. Okay. He got chopped to pieces by his best friend in his first, in his first major battle. So, I understand completely, all the hype about Darth Vader. But that's the thing. With Darth Vader, it's nothing but hype. We're on Krakatoa. We're with the Joker with Lucille. Lucille, in its first appearance, became one of the most iconic weapons of all time. Lucille just, and again, it's a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. And what Darth Vader got on? A little eggshell helmet, crack, 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 scrambled eggs. Just like in the film franchise, Darth Vader goes down for the count. The fact that we're on, Krakatoa as well, let's not forget the fact that Joker, before he became the Joker, and even afterwards for that matter, has demonstrated a very strong sense of intuitiveness for science. You talk about him throwing water balloons, bro, get the hell out of here, man. He sits there and he creates all kinds of chemicals and things like that. Now put him on a magical island with all kinds of mutants, with all kinds of regeneration and things like that. How many times have people tried to kill the Joker? It's impossible. Now put him on an island where regeneration is a factor on top of that. Game, set, match. Darth Vader gets his head kicked, his big, white, ugly, bald head caved in after that janky-ass helmet. Crack, crack, crack. Done.
Brainy, rebuttal.
the only thing I want to say is the Joker has had, 50 years to beat up on a guy wearing tights and dressed as a bat, and he still couldn't do it at all. You are going to put that against a guy who can control the Death Star? Seriously?
Bro, you're sitting there talking about the fact that the Death Star did anything. It got blown up twice. Oh for 2. 0 for 2. Meanwhile, you're sitting here confusing the fact that Joker doesn't defeat Batman. Let's look at it the real way. Joker keeps Batman alive, okay? And again, we're talking about giving Joker a bludgeon when the last time he had a bludgeon, a crowbar, he killed Batman's, sidekick just for kicks. Again, Darth Vader, no offense, a lot of hype for a little kid in a speed racer who got his ass kicked by his son in his second fight. Joker, you said it yourself. 50 years in the game, keeps rocking, keeps rolling, just like Joker did in Robin with a crowbar, upgrade the weapon to Lucille, and now he's going to crack Darth Vader's head open and just, scattered, smothered, covered, and smothered, brother. Game, set, match. Adios, Darth Vader. Just like in your original franchise.
You see, you made my point. Joker
I think we're done. I think
that they can't. They don't need to kill him.
Match is over.
There's no Force ghosts here, Brainy.
Let's see what the audience says. Audience had a couple of comments that they made. We'll throw those up. Critical Blast had a good point. Magic item.
So the magician has a magic item, and the crazy guy has a baseball bat. I know where I'm putting my money.
Yep.
Brady, I can't believe you didn't say something like Darth. There's only one Darth Vader and 3 Jokers. It takes three. It takes 3 Jokers to do one job. I can't believe you didn't say that.
And Brady kept going to mind control. How about this? You're gonna come at me with a bat? Yeah. Force throw. You can't even come at me. I would just throw you away.
I was waiting.
Well, even with the mind control, just control the island. The island's sentient.
That's true.
And will eat you.
All right, Pat and Tyler, who do you think won that round? We'll call it on your recommendation.
I'm gonna give it to Dirk. I think he just had a lot of good points, and the Death Star twice. It was it was just a cherry on top of that round. Well done, sir.
I gotta say, Dirks was more persuasive. I think it was the thinner argument, but it was more persuasive.
Right, this round, Dirk
I'll
takes
get you
it.
next time.
Oh,
Next
man.
round is Pat and Tyler. Pat and Tyler.
All right.
Pat, here is your villain. Your villain is the Borg Queen.
Oh, man.
Tyler, you have Agent Smith. The Matrix.
Oh. I was like, who?
Not the guy that sells you insurance.
I don't, man, I just forgot about the Matrix. I completely. It's like, I
Pat,
was like, did I forget something? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Like,
we'll give you visual help.
okay. Yeah, I got it. Oh,
And
man.
okay, here you go. Pat, here is your weapon. You have Sinestro's yellow power ring.
Mm.
Okay. Tyler, Agent Smith has Golden Eye. James Bond. These are completely random pairings, by the way.
Da-dun. Okay, alrighty. Oh my God.
Tyler, go first.
Do we have to use the weapons? I'm so confused.
Yes.
Okay. First off, well, thank you for giving Agent Smith's number one weapon, which is a gun. Okay, so I want to start off with first. The Borg are a quasi-organic technological marriage of people. It's like basically not people, but of creations and beings that coexist and basically like they're interconnected. Agent Smith, however, is more like a virus, and unfortunately for the Borg, they can create somebody into a Borg and I guess quote unquote infect, but it takes time, it takes hours. It also, they have to go through and be synced in, as we learned from First Contact and also a little bit in Voyager. However, with Agent Smith, they can just go through people, teleport in between. They can be on a complete other side of the city whenever anybody leaps and bounds. But of course, we are on an island that feeds off of mutant powers, where a virus is not a mutant power. A virus is something that is broken, and and everything around it in reality is not there. In this case, in this scenario, where the Borg have limitations. The Borg are technology. Unfortunately, Agent Smith is a virus and can really do some heavy damage in their communication. He can tap out their communication greatly and then use his one gun, his one shot on the Borg Queen, and then the Borg all go bye-bye, as we saw in First Contact. And I yield my time for this round.
I realize we're on the floor of Congress.
Yeah.
Tyler,
It was too soon. I'm sorry. Too soon. Sorry.
The gentleman from Michigan would like to. Tyler brings up some solid points. Agent Smith's able to jump through people, and he can take them over, and he controls them, and he has that ability. But at the end of the day, there's still flesh and blood. There's still mentality there. There's still mental. There's some mental acuity there. The Sinestro's power ring grants a creature who can assimilate and control you a power over the fears of those beings. So basically, what she's able to do is she's able to use that fear to push away the people that she doesn't need, that she doesn't want, while she's assimilating them, and assimilates more and more people, even assimilating the island that's a living being, and playing on all those fears. There's still all that going on, and you've got this weapon that's you've got a satellite that never hits anything. I think it had one successful shot in its entire career, and then it just it can't do anything. The power ring continually has that ability to continue to keep people away while they're being assimilated. Those things are happening on the other side of the island while you're concentrated trying to jump around, figuring out who the best person to be there. the island's consuming your powers, and I'm still fear locking everybody away from you. It doesn't even, it's not even close. Once they're controlled, you still have the Borg Queen that can override your virus. Your virus, your computer program, she still has the ability to overwrite all of that. She has beaten all of that every time it's come against her. Anytime they tried a virus, she adapted and assimilated.
True.
Same thing happens in the Matrix. Assimilated.
All right, Tyler.
Okay.
Time.
There are two things I want to point out. One thing is, remember, Agent Smith can multiply like too much, like to a point where the Wachowskis lost control of their own franchise. That's how much Agent Smith can multiply. So that battery will go out, and Agent Smith and like 50 other versions of him are just going to come in and just beat the living ever crap out of her. Secondly, remember in the first movie how he had two partners? I'm going to tell you Agent Smith's number one like power is it's killing extras. And what are the Borg? Glorified extras. So I'm just saying, whatever the Borg Queen throws at him, he's already killed two of his own extras. He can kill all of those extras. I don't care how much makeup they're using. And and secondly, I mean, again, a virus, you can't cure a virus. Like it's going to be seeded into her. Man, Agent Smith is going to be in her, like her mainframe computer, that you'll need somebody in a van who's going to be hacking into it and just be like, I'm hacking into the mainframe computer. It's you can't do it. You can't do it all the time. Not when you have 50 Agent Smiths flying, just falling from the sky because the Wachowskis have no idea how to make a movie anymore. And that's besides the point. Also, GoldenEye, great game and great weapon. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm relying on comedy now.
All right, Pat, it's your last round of rebuttal.
all I have in my mind now is Ant-Man hacking the Borg Queen.
I want that movie so badly.
Oh my god!
It's a crossover we deserve.
Oh my god! Oh, that erased my brain. Which is exactly what's going to happen to Agent Smith once the Borg Queen figures out that he's there, because all she has to do is erase the program. The program's gone, just like Neo did at the end of the movies.
God. Why are they making a fourth one? It's so stupid. Just stop in your head or behind, whatever.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I don't know how to bring everyone back to normal here, but let's do
fun.
voting. Everyone should be able to come back. Let's bring Brainy back to do voting. Let's put everyone.
Oh, Pat, that was amazing.
I was like you said, hacking in the back of a van, and all I can see is I can't think of his name now. The sidekick in Ant-Man.
Michael Pena.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All I could see is Michael Pena talking a mile a minute, trying to, and then it was hacking the Borg Queen, and everything got assimilated, and I don't even know what.
Hey, but we got $600 though.
I go away for 30 seconds. This whole thing goes off the rails.
Beautifully off the rails. I mean, come on, trademark.
All right, Dirk, who do you vote for winning that round? Who was the best arguer?
Oh man, I felt like my opinion was a tennis ball in that one, going back and forth and back and forth. And I thought that Pat was done when he lost it. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Pat, you rallied back after having your mind wiped and turned that into a catching him on the button, KO knockout. Pat gets that one. But it was close. Man, that was close.
Your vote.
I have to give it to Tyler only because he brought Pat to tears.
Fair.
No. Yeah.
Let's go to the comments for other votes. So what do you guys think in the comments? Who won, Pat or Tyler? I'm hard pressed to ever give Pat credit for anything, but deleting the software was a good argument. And then, but Tyler causing Pat to have a complete and utter meltdown is everything. It's giving me life at this moment.
I will take
I don't
this
even
moment
know.
to remind
I just-
everybody that it's
I
really
gotta give
important
credit to Pat
remember-
though. Pat rallied back from. I mean, Pat was like the 2 3/4 on his back, and then just did a kip up
True.
into a super kick.
He did.
But-
I also just I like the idea of just I forgot the actor's name, but Agent Smith just killing extras for no reason whatsoever.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm Union. Don't kill me.
I felt like I was Tyler
I'm
on
trying to get
points,
my SAG
and
card.
then Pat snuck through. But man, I don't know.
And a reminder, if you ever get something in your pair ups that you don't know anything about, like let's say that I handed off GoldenEye to Tyler, he didn't know anything about GoldenEye, you can totally baloney your way. I mean,
I love James. I love James Bond. I love Goldeneye,
Mhm.
and that's why I just didn't know what Agent Smith just be like, bam, like that. I wanted to.
Golden Eye, not the golden gun, Tyler.
Oh my God!
I even threw you a lifeline. I threw you a lifeline in my argument.
I thought of the golden gun. I don't know why. I even did the GoldenEye music at the beginning. That's sad.
I'm
That's just
I'm
sad.
sitting there waiting for you to be like, well, I'll just use the
blows
satellite
everybody
to
up,
wipe
yeah.
the island off the map.
You know what? I've watched that movie so many times. I never really understood what GoldenEye was. Hey, how's it going? Y'all doing good?
Oh my God, sorry.
Oh
Right.
man.
The editor has broken the tie.
Uh
All right, good. Tyler won.
Oh, sweet.
Tyler won. It
Thank
was
you,
Tyler.
Pat. That was amazing. That was so
All right, now we're reshuffling for the next round because this is not like an elimination tournament. This is we're here for the arguments. We don't care who wins really.
nice.
We're gonna match up Dirk with Pat for this round. Dirk with
oh.
This could get oddly personal.
Pat. I think this
Above
is
the belt, Pat. We stay above the belt.
That's a good band name.
Hey,
Oddly
this
personal.
is for the interim karaoke title.
That's no fair because I always get screwed out of that one, no matter what.
Dirk would have to be, actually be a champion in that to.
Oh.
So can we make it that both of them have to sing the arguments?
Please.
Actually, their editor, Drina edited Pat's book too, and she already decides who wins. We can save ourselves having to listen to both of them.
I rest my case. You had no idea, Jen. If you were on the take two, then good for you. But
oh my, how in the world? Okay, Dirk, you ready for your bad guy?
let's bring it on.
Here's your
Fight
villain.
underneath.
In this case, it's a villainess, Cruella DeVille.
Oh, and what's our location? Did we say that yet?
Our location stays the same. We're not moving yet.
Okay.
Next round, we're going to move location, but we're going to stay where we are right now. Pat, your villain is Sephiroth.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Sorry, Pat.
What just happened?
Yeah, no fix here. All right, but let's do the weapons. This might change the game.
Dirk, Cruella is wielding the master screwdriver.
Oh.
Ooh.
Going all Doctor Who now.
Mhm.
And Pat, Sephiroth will have no sword. He will have the Predator's shoulder gun, though.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
For the record, the Predator's shoulder gun is called the Plasma Caster.
I didn't know it had a name.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't either till I went to grab the photo.
Those are kind of all sexy together. I like those.
I'm gonna need to find a cosplay with this now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cosplayers are like going, yeah, that could work.
Before I mute my mic, Drina, check your Facebook messages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Dirk, you get to lead this round out because your name's here on the top. So, Dirk, fight.
Dirk ran away.
No, I'm here.
You're there.
All right, we're still at Krakatoa, right?
Yep, crocodile.
Oh, good. So let's make this very simple. We have Pat sitting here with Sephiroth, a fairly, again, much like Darth Vader, a lot of surface, very little substance villain. only weapon being a shoulder-mounted mechanical gun against one of the most devious, notorious villainesses of all time, with a weapon that would automatically disable your weapon. You are helpless. You are powerless. I am not some innocent little girl that you can stab from behind in a river. All right. So I am going to skin you just like in a different world. I would be skinning all the different Dalmatians. I disable your weapon with a magical screwdriver. You are helpless. Game, set, match. Over.
All right, Pat. Rebuttal.
So first, I'm gonna really just drill down on that magic screwdriver. It's not a magic screwdriver. It's a laser screwdriver, which is terrible compared to a sonic screwdriver, which is neither here nor there. Because Sephiroth, well, yes, okay, you may disable that gun, whatever. Sephiroth can still transform into the Genova clone that he is, 10 feet tall, one-winged angel, feeding off the life force that Krakoa creates through its consumption of mutant powers. He's literally at an all-you-can-eat buffet to power up. There's nothing. You're talking about a woman who got outsmarted by puppies. She couldn't handle 99 puppies. But she's gonna handle and disable one of the most powerful beings in all universes. Sephiroth can destroy things, control minds without even blinking. He's so insanely powerful, and that's just in his human form. When he transforms into the one-winged angel, the gun is just window dressing. He's just going to reach down, grab Cruella by the neck, and twist.
Ooh, I like it. Rebuttals.
See, again, we're talking about a situation here where we have a lot of sizzle and no steak. There's all this talk about Sephiroth being one of the most powerful villains in the world. If he's so powerful, why does he have to sneak up on people from behind with a 15-foot sword, by the way, compensating much? And then stab women from behind in the back. You know, there's all this, again, a lot of sizzle, no steak. All this talk. Sephiroth is the most powerful villain in the world, blah, blah, blah. Bro, listen, your character just showed up in Smash Brothers and couldn't even take out Mario in the trailer, all right? So I don't want to hear about how tough this character is. Push comes to shove, weak character, big weapon, take away the phallic symbol that he struts around with, because Cruella de Vil is not impressed. Magic screwdriver for the win, disabled. Sephiroth is useless without his weapons. He's borderline useless anyway. And again, and then you can actually talk about grabbing a woman and breaking her neck. Today's day and age, that's all we need to know about your lame-ass character.
Mic drop. Yep.
Wow.
Pat.
That got rude in a hurry. Hey, I didn't make the rules. They're fighting. It's what it is. You come to the arena. You're in the game. It is what it is. Man, woman, child, whoever it is. You signed up. You're in the game. I don't make the rules. You got to take them out. You got to take out the opponent. Cruella has no powers aside from that screwdriver, which isn't going to work on most of the island anyway. It doesn't work on nature. We're on a lush paradise, so the environment is all for Sephiroth. Yeah, he sneaks up on people, but that means he wins. When you sneak up, you're gonna win. And he doesn't even need the 15-foot sword because she's just a normal mortal human who got outsmarted by puppies. He is a super angel being. It's over.
It was over before you started talking.
Oh, that's it. Okay. I am going to point something out. I cannot believe, Dirk, you did not invoke the name of Glenn Close.
Oh, see, I was thinking of the cartoon. Yeah, I was thinking about the. Yeah, that's fair.
And I put in the comments this.
Exactly.
Cruella didn't get outsmarted by puppies. She was distracted trying not to step in anything.
Fair.
All right. Tyler and Brainy, you need to say
Oh, man.
who won that round.
Well,
Am I
obviously,
allowed to
Pat.
give
I'm
the vote
joking.
to-
Sorry. Oh, wait. You go first, Brandy. Sorry.
Am I allowed to give the vote to Kyle just because he accessorizes Sonic perfectly with her coat?
No. Good try.
Oh.
I mean, seriously, the win's right there.
I think Dirk won that one.
I agree with it. I agree with Kyle.
I don't think. Yeah. I don't know. Sephiroth is just like a god. I mean, especially his final form. So it's like, I mean, he was hard in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. So I'm like, man, yeah.
Like Kyle pointed out, man, 99 dogs. Heck, I can barely keep up with one of my dogs, so I'm having to deal with 99 of those suckers.
Right, 99 dogs, 2 hamsters, a bunny.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait. Maybe I'm forgetting. Who had Sephiroth? I'm so sorry.
I did.
Pat won. I'm sorry. I'm
giving to Derek.
I vote for Pat. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Hey, good morning. No, sorry.
I was very curious what that rationale was. I'm not going to lie.
I got you guys confused. I had to step away from my computer for a second. It was Pat. I was listening because I have wireless headphones, but I had to go pick up food.
Was this there for a tie? Was that did Brandy say Dirk?
Yep.
I said Pat. Sephiroth cannot be beaten.
That's fine. We can have tie rounds. That's completely good. We'll just use those points all together. All right, Tyler and Brainy, the matchup I can see in front of me is going to make you spew milk out your nose. No. I apologize.
God. Or ramen.
It's
okay.
So good. So good. All right. It's going to seem really messed up, but if you guys are good arguers, you can totally work your way around this, okay? Tyler, your bad guy is Galactus.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know much about Galactus, I'm not going to lie, but okay. All right.
Look it up. Go for it.
I will.
Don't look up the movie. Don't look up the Fantastic Four live action movie.
Oh my God. It looks amazing. Look at this graphic. I'm joking. Oh, the cloud and everything. Wow.
Can't believe you showed Brainy your belly like that, man. Don't tell him you don't know stuff. All right. Right, Brainy, your bad guy is Voldemort.
Oh.
I'd rather take the cloud.
I had Glenn Close, man. I don't want to hear about it.
No, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Tyler,
stuff.
Are you ready for this? This is the most ridiculous combination I've ever seen.
Okay. Okay. World Eater versus World Eater versus Noseless Edgelord. Let's do this.
Yep. Galactus has here's your weapon. You ready?
Oh.
Galactus has Mega Maid. From Spaceballs.
Isn't so just two of him then? Is it him and his robotic friend, like his robotic Tinder date? Okay, let's do this.
Brainy, Voldemort has Valentine's SIM cards from Kingsman.
Ooh.
Man,
You should say British.
That sucks because I really love that song.
Brainy, you get to go first.
Oh, come on. Give the guy a chance.
Oh, Kyle wants to argue, I guess.
Oh, man.
Okay, so it's my turn?
Yeah, go.
So I'm trying to see where it's going to be fair. We've got a giant world eater who needs heralds to find his planets for him. He can't do crap without those guys. I mean, he's worthless. If his herald is just, and this has happened. His heralds decide to go do whatever the heck they want. The guy starves to death. There's nothing he can do. He goes off trying to find another herald or whatever. Well, whatever. Can't do crap. Now, I mean, Voldemort, the guy as a teenager, fools the entire freaking kingdom of magicians. These guys are powerful magicians that can do whatever the heck they want. And they're fooled by a freaking teenage kid. All he does is freaking invert his name, and they can't figure out who it is. That's as simple as that. And Galactus, I mean, he hungers and hungers. How much does that guy need to eat? And he's eating planets. What is he freaking? Oh my God.
Tyler.
I'll yield the floor to Tyler for this one now.
Tyler.
Oh man. Okay. Man. Okay. Well, first off, I'm so glad that Galactus has found love. I'm not judging whether it's organic or not. That's good for him. Secondly, Galactus has heralds and stuff and everything. That's totally fine. But with Voldemort, all you need to do is destroy his Horcruxes and his merry band of misfits, and then he's gone. He's out. How do you do that? You just eat his planet. He's just like, oh, okay, thanks. All right, game, set, and match, I guess. Voldemort can do so much, and that's totally great. But again, like the amount of you have this gigantic man, and then you have his friend, his robotic friend, just coming in at both sides of the planet. They just need to smush it, and it's over. I don't care what sim chip you have. I mean, I'm sure Galactus doesn't even know that song or any of the songs from Earth, so he's cool. He's just like, all right, whatever. And then Mega Maid. I mean, okay, Voldemort needs air. Mega Maid is good at one thing: suck. You can't expel. You can't do Expelliarmus without any air. Okay, you just can't. You just can't do it. I don't care how much Perry air you got. I don't care. If you got the Spaceballs flamethrower. It's there. Mega Maid is going to do all the work, and Galactus is going to be like, all right, thank you, and this is mine. I don't even need my little surfer dude anymore. He's like, I'm good. See you later. Have a good life. Good luck with your family. So dark. Anyway, that's it for me.
All right, Brainy.
Your argument that he's going to eat the planet, he's already tried eating Voldemort's planet so many times. And he gets beat up by a stretch guy. You know, a guy, those little sticky toys that we used to use just to pull and let go of, he gets defeated by one of those guys.
Stretch Armstrong.
All Voldemort has to do is shake his tiny little wand and make that little cloud of yours disappear, turn into rain, and feed the rest of the planet. Sheesh. Come on. Man. Galactus has nothing against Voldemort. I yield the floor.
All right, Tyler, go.
That's fine. You can turn Galactus. I'll have Galactus be a cloud. That's totally fine. The thing is that he's still going to cause some destruction, and he's still going to need a maid to clean it up. And he has the most mega of maids at his exposure. Exposure? That's not the right word. That was not the correct word. I apologize. It's at his expense. Whatever. Words. Things. English. And so again, Voldemort can do so many tricks with his little wands that that Harry Potter just snaps in half at the end of the movie, nonchalantly, and that's totally fine. But man, Voldemort has failed again by a bunch of kids, by Neville. Okay, Neville did so much damage to that guy. Like Neville. Psh. You know what? Galactus has a lot of little minions and stuff like that. None of them are like Neville. And I don't rely on a little rat guy. That's just disgusting. Absolutely not. But he's just gonna be sucked up first. Mega Maid's gonna be like, oh, what's this vermin? Oh no, thank you. No, it's one and done. Galactus is just gonna absolutely destroy, and Mega Maid is gonna clean so well, and it's gonna be fantastic. What a great duo!
His next herald or something.
Yeah.
All right, that round is done. The round is done. We did have some good points that people brought up. This is the one I thought you guys should absolutely be arguing.
I didn't even think about that either. Yeah.
Okay, Owen. That
Don't come for Neville.
Voldemort is British, so there's lots of ways to argue this. All right, let's bring everybody back in the room. Pat's back. All right, Pat, who do you think won? Was that Tyler or Brainy's round?
You know what? Tyler had me right up to the end. He had me right up to the end, and he shot himself in the foot by bringing up the breaking of the wand at the end of the movie. That destroyed me. No, it's terrible. The book ending is so much better.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, I'm just trying to go for like
you triggered me. You straight up triggered me.
Trigger warning.
So, Brainy gets my vote.
Oh my God. Sure, that's a reason to give a point. Why not?
Are you gonna pull me and switch your vote in 5 seconds by being like, wait, what time is it? What year is it again?
Oh my gosh.
Dirk,
You know, Brainy was carrying the match comparing about how Galactus got beat by Stretch Armstrong. And that was about it until Tyler pulled the ace and said, but Voldemort got brought down by Neville. So,
Dirk, you better be careful. Trina's going to come for you. You keep at that.
I just got to keep it real, man. And again, I would give it to Brainy on points, but Tyler got the round with invoking Neville and hanging out with the little rat guy.
Yeah, right. Great actor.
I gotta say, I think Neville's value here is that he's been bullied his whole life because his last name is Longbottom. So Neville's just exercising his demons here.
I don't disagree, but in the context of the round.
Can I please point out that my last name is McPhail? Do I get any pity points there? Is that
yes.
You know, Voldemort was very hard for me to argue for because in the back of my head, I kept thinking they're teenagers, kids that beat him up.
Right.
In the back of my head, that's all I'm thinking. Like, dang, he lost to teenagers.
All right, we're entering into final round territory. Final round territory takes us to another location, a different location. In this case, I'm going to choose somewhere that's both beloved and feared. We're going to the Bronx.
No.
We're to the Bronx.
Hey, I'm walking here. All right.
Bronx is important location here. Right. Uh-oh. You okay, Kyle?
You good?
Good.
I am now.
Making sure I don't need to go over there and do some.
Hey, don't die on the air.
All right, so we're gonna pair Dirk and Tyler, who have the most points. So we got the you got the champion type are going for it. So Dirk, you have Cersei Lannister.
Oh.
Tyler, you have Gargamel.
Ouch.
Or get the cat at least.
Right.
Dirk, Cersei has a freeze ray. Freeze ray.
Okay.
From
Any particular from which one?
That's Gru's freeze ray.
Oh, Gru. Okay.
Gru's freeze ray. And Gargamel has sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads.
I'll take it. You know, at this point.
I broke Dirk. That's what I'm saying. The matchups are all the fun.
Oh man.
I think Tyler gets to go first.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
I get to go first.
Tyler gets to go first.
Gargamel, eater of Smurfs. And at the beginning of the show, they did confirm that he did successfully eat Smurfs. And I think throughout the entirety of the show, he prevailed. What did Cersei Lannister prevail and really win in Game of Thrones? Because I don't know. She got kidnapped how many times? I mean, she's smart. She's very, very, very manipulative. But damn, Peter Dinklage outsmarted her so many so many times. Daenerys outsmarted her on the other side of the globe when they didn't even have internet or anything. But okay, first off, Hank Azaria, Gargamel, Cat, magical powers. Cersei doesn't have any powers. She doesn't have anything. She has the power of her voice, and I will give her that. Gargamel has no social cues, he is socially inept. All he cares about is talking to his cat, who probably cannot talk back. I think everything is just seen through his eyes, and he wants to eat Smurfs. He lives small. He goes to the Bronx because he's there probably on a dream. He came over and was like, I deserve better. I somehow inherited Dr. Evil's sharks with laser beams on the head. So he won some kind of lottery or something. He just won. He's already a winner because he ate Smurfs. He did exactly what he wanted to do. Was he successful all the time? Probably not. But I guarantee you his track record is way more than Cersei Lannister's. And he got free sharks with laser beams on their head. He probably didn't even know what a shark was or a laser beam. And he got both. Good for you, buddy. You and your cat, I'm sure you're happy as hell. And you're going around the Bronx now. You went from the forest to the Bronx. That is a defeat. Cersei Lannister is going from is whatever that city's called to the Bronx. That is so beneath her. She's out of her element. Gargamel is fully aware of what's going on. He's just oh my God, I'm seeing everything. I'm not gonna, if you've walked around the Bronx or anywhere in New York City, you are just your eyes are like lasers everywhere, much like the sharks' lasers. And you're trying to figure out every single thing and you're aware of it. Cersei Lannister can't fight. Gargamel has magic and a cat. If that cat's protected him in the past, it's gonna protect him here. Cersei can't handle those claws, those magical claws from that fat, stupid cat. There you go.
Oh, that was good. Dark, you got your work cut out for you, man.
Oh.
Go.
Well, I appreciate the fact, Tyler, that you're doing so much of my work for me by continuously pointing out how completely inept Gargamel is.
Mm-hmm.
Failed wizard. Do you even know your cat's name, bro?
Oh, man, I can't remember.
I didn't think so. Okay. So anyway, that demonstrates the level of competence we are talking about here with Gargamel, a character who repeatedly, even when eating magical mushrooms, still cannot find the Smurfs in one forest. Okay, Gargamel's an old man, all right? He's an old man. He lives in one forest, and he still can't find the Mushroom Village. Give me a break. Not to mention the fact that we're in the Bronx. What good are sharks going to do you in the Bronx where there's no salt water? Again, whatever. You said it yourself. Cersei Lannister. Brilliant. Exactly. You're talking about a brilliant, cunning woman, one of the strongest and most cunning villains in history against a fuddy-duddy, lonely old man with his cat stumbling around in a forest who can't find a patch of mushrooms. Okay? So really, then we take the freeze ray on top of it. You know what? I almost don't even know if it's needed at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So, listen, Cersei also is not very socially aware as well because she's been outsmarted by a lot of people, including Mr. Hippie Jonathan Pryce, which was fantastic, I guess. The fact that Jonathan Pryce played a guy without shoes and had no class or anything like that. That was just hilarious. Anyway, another thing. I don't know if anybody else has seen the other guys. I'm sure that it's the argument with Will Ferrell about the sharks learning how to breathe, going up on land a little bit at a time, stretching out their breathe. Their breathing. I swear that Gargamel is going to do the same thing with those sharks to get the full extent of everything. If not magic power, he's not a failed magician. He knows magic. He can do magic. I guarantee you he can do a spell to make the sharks be on land. And you know what? That's awesome. I want to see a shark just with a laser beam on his head just walking down the Bronx. That'd be a great comic book. And Cersei would not know what to do. Gargamel is so socially stupid. She may outsmart him, but she's not going to outsmart his cat because the cat is always the voice of reason. And that cat cannot be at all manipulated. And as well as the sharks with laser beams marching in right behind him, whether it be the other guys, because it's a great movie and I want to give that movie as much love as possible. of them trying and getting farther and farther and farther to kill all the lions that are in the Bronx, because we know about the lions in the Bronx. And also, again, Cersei is so like full of herself. She's gonna think that she's got him, and then right at her most vulnerable, Gargamel is just gonna attack and get her, and then it's over right there. And then he gets to ride sharks with laser beams on top of their head with his cat that I still don't know what his name is because it's not on the Wikipedia page.
Listen, let me put you out of your misery, just like Cersei's going to put Gargamel out of her misery. For starters, you mentioned that Cersei's smart, and you're right. Cersei would know that Gargamel's cat's name, without having to look on the internet, is Azrael. All right? The cat's name is Azrael, for starters. So right off the bat, your cat, that half of your argument has been based on, is really on Cersei's side, because she's smart. And I know what, so we got that right there. She is also a master manipulator. Gargamel's stupid. You've also mentioned that. And Cersei is a brilliant master manipulator. Okay. So 1, I got your cat. 2, I've got you wrapped up. And let's be honest. You mentioned it yourself that Gargamel eats Smurfs, which means he's going to have a blue tongue. Cersei's going to manipulate you. And by the time that Cersei's done with Gargamel, not only are you going to have blue tongue, you're going to have blue balls right before she takes that freeze gun and blows your head off.
Oh, no.
It's pretty good. It's good. That's good.
That was good. All right. Round is over. Let's bring everybody
You know
back.
what? Okay. I know this is not going to count at all. This is not counting the vote at all. What I should have said is he is dumb as Congress. And like Gargamel is as dumb as Congress and so could get maybe something or 1 or 2 things done.
Can I make a point?
That's not part of it at all. Dude, please don't have that part of it.
Yes,
Can I make a little point here that I think matter? You got Sharks in Brooklyn. You're going to need them to fight the Jets. I'm just saying.
The Bronx, not Brooklyn.
Come on now. And then, by the way, Azrael, the cat, in Islam, that's the angel of death. Separates souls from bodies. So if you've got the cat and you're fighting Cersei, just separate her soul from her body.
See, I was a little sad nobody brought in like Miles Morales or something like you're in the Bronx. Like why are we not bringing Spider-Man into this fight? Why are we not finding ways to bring in the
characters we have?
I feel like he would just.
No, you can argue however you want.
Right.
I feel like if Miles came in and saw Gargamel with a cat in the Bronx and Cersei, he would just be like, there's no threats here, and just keep swinging.
Simple manipulation.
The crazy guy with the cat.
Balls. Game over.
This is the argument that no one used that I think would have won the day.
Yeah. Dirk touched on it very slightly at the end. That was just I'm like all Cersei has to do is take her top off and Gargamel's done.
She doesn't need her body. She has her brains, which Gargamel does not have. But it was very
and Gargamel had Smurfette.
Right, Gargamel did.
Gargamel was so far away from humans, he wouldn't even know what to do. He would just be like, "What are those?" Oh, he'd be like Goku. He'd be like Goku and Dragon Ball. He's like, "I don't have those." Like,
So Gargamel creates Smurfette. Yet he spends his entire career chasing other Smurfs. Why the did he just not create more Smurfettes?
Right, and just eating them. Like, I don't understand it either. Stupid Gargamel.
I didn't even need to go there. We didn't even need to go there. Cersei's too smart for that. She's too good for that. This was a.
It was a tough one. I really had I was just trying to go the angle where he was so stupid that he wouldn't be manipulated because we've seen that in politics.
Right, Brainy, your vote, and then also anyone that's watching, you can totally put your vote in now too. Brainy, who do you?
I'm waiting for these guys to send me my Venmo. Whoever sends me the most will get my vote.
Are you on Patreon?
Oh, wait, I don't work for the Congress. Never mind. I take that back.
Oh shoot!
Man, this actually was a tough one. Since Gargamel did spend half his life, most of his life, chasing Brainy Smurf, I gotta give it to Derek.
Derek got that point. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
So Dirk got a point. Pat, who you give me your point to?
I'm giving it to Dirk. He hit that and right at the end he hit the trump card and just kind of put that last nail in that coffin.
All right. right, here's next round. It's Pat versus Brainy.
Nice.
Pat, your villain is Sauron.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Wait, the
Oh.
X-Men character or
We'll find out. Whatever Kyle picked up the picture for. We'll find out.
You have Cimmerillion right there for you, sir.
I'm good with whatever one he chose.
you're either an X-Men villain or an eyeball?
Brainy. Ah, there you go.
Oh,
Brainy, your bad guy is Freddy Fazbear.
oh no.
Stuff of nightmares, I assure you. Pat, your weapon is Zorg's ZF1 from the Fifth Element.
Nice. I just watched that movie.
Freddy Fazbear will be carrying around a plasma rifle in the 40-watt range from Terminator. They're in Bronx. It's time to fight. Pat, you have the floor.
Okay. Well, so now we're talking about this wonderful gun that I love. I cannot say enough good things about the ZF-1. This thing has so many different parts to it that the little stuffed bear that terrifies everybody is going to be a pile of fluff on the floor. Because all we need to do is hit Freddy once and hit the replay button, and it's fluff everywhere. So, and if that doesn't work, now we just freeze them in place with the freeze spray, or burn the pile of fluff with the fire, the flamethrower. That gun has everything. Nets, poison arrows, like all of these things that this animatronic fluff ball has no need. Hey, we'll even take it and we'll bring him near the things he wants to be. We'll do this at the Bronx Zoo, around the other animals. We'll take him to the bear's den so he can be with his type of beings as he's turned into nothing but a pile of fluff and gears. That's just the weapon. Let's not talk about the being that has created the rings of the world that control the hearts of men, that control everything. The wraiths at his command, all that stuff, that's extra. Who cares about that? Because the ZF-1's going to take care of everything. Like I said, one shot, replay button, pile of fluff, flamethrower, there's no more Freddy.
Whoa. That's some intense argument. Brainy, you were equal to the task. Bring it.
Well, so something you guys don't know about Freddy is when he's not scaring and killing little kids, he's actually dropping some mad rhymes with, likes of Grandmaster Flash and, African Bambaataa and stuff. Now, we all know Sauron's powers come from a ring. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is walk in the Bronx with a nice, shiny, fancy ring. You walk in there with that ring with the posse like what Freddy's got behind him, all he has to do is say, guys, check out that ring. All of a sudden, Sauron's finger's gone, the ring is gone, powers are gone, he's dust. Nothing left, nothing more to do. I don't even need to use my T2 gun, man. Forget that. I've got the power of the rhyme.
Ashton like
That's
that one.
all I need to do.
All right, Pat. Rebuttal.
See, but once again, you talk about the ring and you want to get the ring, but you're talking about hanging out with humans. The hearts of men fail. The ring controls them. They'll just become another wraith. Just one more being in my army. And once again, get that ZF-1 rolling. Hey, poison arrows take care of all of it. Nets, everything. It's just not even fair. That gun. Oh, by the way, just hit the red button and throw it at him, and the gun blows up and everybody dies. But Sauron's immortal, so who cares?
Oh, he just dropped the mic there. Brainy, Come back.
Once again, I want to point out I have a gun which I don't need to use. All I have to do is hand it to one of my guys. Problem solved. Second, these guys aren't just humans, they're legends. These guys created a whole generation of musicians. And no matter what you say, man, music controls the world. We have a universal language in music. Sauron can't even speak, unfortunately. All he can do is mumble.
What does that simply walk into?
Walk into the Bronx.
That's my case, guys.
That's awesome.
That's spectacular.
And the round ends with a great bloodliner. All right, here we go. We got to do our vote.
Oh man, Pat, why didn't you talk about Morgoth? Man, it's all you had to say is Sauron just says, "Master Morgoth," and he would just destroy everything. And then Sauron's immortal. He could just wind up being like, "All right, bye, peace out."
Ed, why reach for the extras? You don't need the extras. You got that. That gun is stupid good. It's hilarious. I literally just watched The Fifth Element like 2 days ago.
Nice, great film. Oh.
No, again, no, Brainy walked away with this one. Just like I like you, Pat. I like you a lot, but
The evidence shows contrary.
it really doesn't. Not in the. Pat, you can't brag about not needing the extras when he just wrecked you up round one with the whole comment about taking the ring. You couldn't even drop right into the mountain. Or oh my god, just Brainy. Well played, sir. Well played.
Pat, your argument that the hearts of mortal men fail.
Exactly.
It's New York. They're not mortals. They live in New York.
Right.
When you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
And you're not dealing with a mortal man. You're dealing with a teddy bear. Right.
Sauron to be walking, and Sauron to be trying to get the ring to Mordor or whatever, and New Yorkers would be like, "I'm walking here."
Right. Right. They would walk right by.
Like they don't care.
It's like right. Go to New York Comic Con one time, Pat, and you'll see it. It's true. They do not care. They would just blow right by.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. See, Tyler mentioned it beforehand, and I got up to try and find it on my bookcase, and I can't on my bookshelf, and I can't find it. I have a copy of the Silmarillion sitting here somewhere, and I can't find it.
Right there.
Look at that.
Oh
Tyler,
man.
What's your vote?
Oh, this is a tough one, man. Because Pat, you could have also said you did say he was immortal. Which you could have said whoever gets his ring will fight and kill each other anyway. So in the end, Sauron would still win. So
right.
I'm gonna go with Pat because he did bring up the immortality, but I would have gone that avenue. But yeah, I mean Brainy was amazing. That was fantastic. But I have to give it to Pat because again, you can't beat an immortal. Like you just really can't. Especially when the way to defeat Freddy is by closing down all the locations and then he's homeless.
Right. I mean, right. There was a couple ways to go there. Again, closing down the narrative and things like that. And but sadly, much like in real life, it was Sauron's battle to win, and he lost. So Brainy, well played on that one.
That was great. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look
That's
at
a
that
nice
cover.
addition.
I
will give you bonus points for that nice addition to that book, though, Pat.
You're in New York. You're in a city that survived Ed Koch and Rudy Giuliani and Donald Trump. Let's be real. They don't care if you're immortal. They'll take you down. Not a good argument.
Oh, yeah. You guys ready for the results? I
Yeah.
have a champion.
Ooh.
With 4 overall points. Champion is Dirk Manning.
Well done. Well deserved.
Thank you. I will accept this victory on behalf of myself. Thank you.
Not Gargamel.
Not Gargamel, those blue balls. Not the manacle teddy bear. I'm not going to take it on behalf of Cruella de Vil.
Dirk will figure out your shirt size, and if I don't have your size made, I will have one made for you. So you'll have the Nerdculear Warfare, highly coveted, super soft Nerdculear Warfare shirt that is only given to the victors.
Nice. I will wear that XL with honor.
Perfect. We'll do it.
You're not an XL.
And everyone else, you did an amazing job. It was still close. Pat had 3 points. Brainy had a couple, and Tyler had a couple. So we all did so well.
Yeah, you guys were all amazing. This was fun. This was an honor,
This
man.
was
Thank
fun.
you. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun to get to riff like this.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
We'll have a bunch more of these games on the experience. So this is just like the first time we've ever done it in this form on the channel. So I've got a million permutations of this. You can change it infinitely, and even if I use the exact same game board, I just change the location and the matchups go wonky, and it becomes a whole new argument. So it's a fun game that never is the same.
Yeah.
So that's why I love playing it so much.
It was fun. Thank you so much for having us on.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Tyler, tell everyone again how they find you.
Did you say me?
Yep.
Oh, okay, making sure. Hi, I'm Tyler from the Grand Geek Gathering, from thegrandgeekgathering.com, where we have 10 different podcasts. We have a bunch of videos on YouTube, articles, and so much more. I also stream on Twitch and pretty much do everything. So that's me, thegrandgeekgathering.com.
And I have to say thank you so much to everybody, especially Tyler, because everyone else is kind of in my friend circle, but Tyler was recommended by someone in my friend circle, and I totally thought I had messaged everybody many days ago, and I just like sent Tyler the link, and I'm like, show up to the game, and he was like, no, you lady.
I was like,
Do I know you?
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I just said, hi, do I know you? I'm so sorry. Like, I get all these messages so much from people all the time who are just like, hey, here's my Kickstarter. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, Tyler. I just accepted your message. What's going on? Like, so, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Tyler's a great sport for me to be like, oh, no, legit. I was just like a real game show in a real place.
Speaking of trigger warnings,
Yeah.
unsolicited Kickstarter links.
There you go.
It's fine. You know, it's all about the hustle, man. I respect it. It's just sometimes just so weird when you just don't get anything prior.
Pat, how does everyone connect with you?
You can find my website with the historical digital nerdage at digitalnerdage.com. I'm going to be putting a storefront on there soon where you'll be able to get in the game for the time being. And then again, like I said, in the February previews, Get in the Game will be in there. And then there's cherrycapitalcomiccon.com as well for all the information about that show. I would be remiss being on a comics experience the show to not mention the nominations opening for the Gary Reed Independent Creator of the Year Award that will be opening here very, very shortly. So
Save something
those
for
are-
your panel.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, and like I said, those will be on the Cherry Capital Comic Con website. So,
Brainy, where can everyone find you if they want to shop with you, and where can they find you if they want to hear you spin?
All right. Well, if you guys want to shop with me, it's Enjoy Games and Comics everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to hear my music, it's Dodgy Beats on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm sorry, Instagram, it's Dodgy Beats 1 because somebody stole my Dodgy Beats. It's TAJIBEATS. And if you want to, talk to me about my printing stuff, that's Nested Egg for, almost everything, actually.
Yep. Brainy has like a million businesses that he runs, which is awesome. He's super talented, so it's hard to hold him into just one. Speaking of someone that has their hands in lots of creative pies, Dirk, tell everyone how to find you.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. at Dirk Manning. Look for the avatar of the guy with the top hat and the scarf. DirkManning.com is my website. Again, I will be on tomorrow at this channel, 3 p.m. with Twisted, 3:30 with Adrena Joe. We'll be doing a power hour of awesomeness. But by all means, tune in an hour early at 2 o'clock for Pat, as well as Rob from Cherry Capital and all their cool stuff. So I'll be tuning in like I have been all day today, an hour early, to see Pat and Rob before we then have a lot of fun with you, Jen, tomorrow at 3.
Yeah.
it's good for Dirk to do the hustle for me. I appreciate that, sir. I was like, crud, I didn't promote it.
Hey, Pat, I always got you, brother.
Hey, guys, this is Pat's first convention as a creator.
Nice.
All the convention he was going to do last year as a creator,
Yeah, there ain't none.
including his own convention.
Right.
We didn't let him come on the virtual convention we threw for their convention as a creator. We even put him on as a host.
Because I was hosting everything.
So we've been trolling Pat for like a year. You know, it was hashtag Pat's book is late. Then it was finally Pat's book is done. Then it was finally hashtag Pat's book is here. And then COVID. So,
That really was it too.
you know,
we don't talk about that thing between 2019 and 2021. It's just a wash. We don't talk about it. We just move on. Pat is a creator now with a book. He's doing his first convention tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. Things will be.
I'm very proud of my friend.
Absolutely.
That's Drina for making it readable.
Yes. Hey, Drina was integral. I love Drina so much. She helped me so much and is absolutely amazing. And there's not enough good words to say about her.
I just want to give mad props to Kyle, who's been our producer for the entire day and all day yesterday, and spent many, many hours pre-convention coding the entire website, because he had between Monday, when everything went live with the New York Times article, until the day we started this con, to code and make every social media asset we have and all those graphics and everything you've been seeing. He deserves mad props.
Indeed.
Well done.
Well, and I gotta shout out everybody who's been on the convention, everybody who will be on the convention, for sticking with us even when it was, hey, we're gonna do this convention. We can't tell you literally anything about it. We're gonna call it the Giant Top Secret Convention. We can't tell you when it is, where it is, what it is, who's hosting, who's doing anything. Just trust us, and we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And the three, Tyler, I don't mean to exclude you, man, but you're
Fine.
you know, I believe that we will be doing a lot of work together in the future.
Let's do it.
You know, Brainy, Dirk, and Pat were three of the first people going, hey, tell us what you need and when you need it, and we'll be there. And, you know, I gotta give a shout out to so many of the great people who have been on this convention, who have been doing this. Tomorrow is a huge day for us again. It's the Martin Luther King holiday. So, look, banks are closed. If you go into work, that's just because they conned you. All right? Tomorrow does not exist. Banks are closed.
Hey, I need my paycheck, man. I'm going to work tomorrow.
You can't cash it.
Right.
That's what direct deposit's all about, man.
That's fair. That's fair. No, it's true. But be here tomorrow all day, guys. We've got great programming coming all day tomorrow. Then starting Tuesday, the real work starts for me and for Jen and for our team. Tuesday, our full lineup of programming starts. New shows every day, 7 days a week. Sales shows, talk shows, game shows like this one. We've got news shows. We've got a reality show we're working on. That, oh man, I gotta go to Saginaw. We got so much stuff coming. You won't even be able to believe that it's all happening.
Coordinate that trip to Saginaw with me. I have to make one too.
I don't want to.
Also, regarding that reality show, I hear that Jeffree Star and Kanye are open. So,
They ain't that kind of reality show. Not that kind of reality show. I'm good.
Tyler, a reality show?
You guys go to sleep.
No, I'll tell you guys, the reality show is inside the inner workings of a small publisher. It's nice. Pretty great. It's a look at a small publisher, very blue collar publisher, works real hard.
I wonder who.
They hustle harder, as someone eloquently said at a retailer summit. You know, it's going to be a great program. We got so much good stuff. I'm not going to put you over. I'm not doing it. So.
I got a shirt, man. I just want a shirt. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm taking my spoils against 3 very strong competitors today and just walking away proudly. So
we will be back at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow with more great creators. We go 10 a.m. tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow to 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. A full 12-hour day of programming, 12 more panels, like 40 more I don't even. Tomorrow is very guest heavy. We've got Twisted, we've got Drina, we've got Leah Letterman, we've got Pat and Rob, we've got some guy Red 5 and a couple guys from Red 5. We've got
Matt Hawkins.
Casey
Oh, I
Pierce,
love Matt.
Todd Riccio, Eric Gutierrez, John Marroquin, maybe Jason Westlake, you know, a
Garrett
bunch of
Gunn,
Garrett Gunn and
Frank Gogol,
Gogol,
Travis
Yes.
McIntyre.
Richard Davis and Travis McIntyre. We've got a ton of folks coming on tomorrow. Make sure you tune back in and check that out. Follow us on all the things. Facebook.com. Search the CBSE, all one word on Facebook. Or you can go to bit.ly/the_EXP, capital FB, the underscore Facebook, the EXP Facebook, yeah. To get our Facebook, twitch.com, twitch.tv/the_EXP, the _EXP1 on Twitter and Instagram. You follow us everywhere. We're going to have programming that only airs on some of those platforms, so make sure you're looking at everything all the time. Turn on the notifications, click the little bells, whatever you got to do on the platform you're watching on, so that you can know we're here. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Man.
You got 12 hours tomorrow to get it back over. Don't worry.
Go to sleep, Kyle. Go to sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep.
I know what we're forgetting.
For the nap.
I know what we're forgetting. That's going to do it for day 2 of the EXP Expo. Thank you for tuning in. We will see everybody later.
Good job,
Bye,
man.
guys.
Good night.